Hello everyone, it is Lucy here and I am back with another video. In today's video I am doing the interior of the mansion build that I did last week. So right now currently we are on the master bedroom, which is downstairs. I don't know if I would call this necessarily a huge mansion by any means, because I did have a mansion sim on this lot and I guess it didn't meet his standards. So whatever you want to call it, I call it a mansion just because I was looking up Beverly Hills mansions in Google and I just kind of followed that build a little bit, but then put my own twist on it as well. So I guess I should have made it a little bit bigger because I was envisioning a lot more rooms for this interior, but I actually do like how it came out. It's pretty good. It's quaint. It's, you know, it's still really luxurious on the inside with all of the furnishings. It's just not huge and doesn't have like 7 bedrooms and like 7 bathrooms or anything like that, which I should try to make a home like that. I do like to scale my homes down a little bit just because of the process of trying to decorate and all of that. It just can become quite tedious and you can start duplicating a lot of the things that are already in the home. So I just wanted to not be like doing that. I just wanted to really just make this home beautiful and well furnished as well as I could, and just, you know, not feeling like I have to duplicate everything just to make it look like it's been lived in, which is what I kind of like my homes to look like in The Sims, is just make sure it looks a little bit lived in. Although this house, because I was trying to style it more of a mansion, doesn't have as much clutter as like say a family home that I would do, just because I think that, you know, when you have like a mansion this size, you probably have like tons of storage that you can just kind of store your knickknacks in and things that you don't want out all of the time. So that's what I was trying to do as well. But this is the nice, beautiful dining room, so that if you have other Sims over and you want to entertain, this is a good place to have that because it is a formal dining room. And then I did put like a little bit of like a kitchen table off of the kitchen. I don't remember if I recorded that part or not, but I did put like just a little tiny table in the kitchen, so that way their Sims, when they make breakfast or lunch or whatever, they can sit there instead. Hopefully they will. I have been having a lot of problems. I'm currently playing a little bit of Sims on my own, and I'm having a problem with my Sim always just standing and eating. They never sit at the table and eat, so it's like very rare if they do. So I know that that's always kind of been a problem in the game. You have, you know, and then I also have that beautiful table outside, so I'm wondering if they may take their food and go sit out there. I don't know. So the Sims probably won't really sit together very often, which just makes it really tough because I do like doing big family dinners, especially on like holidays. If you put them in the calendar and you want to create like dinner parties or things like that, it's really fun to kind of make it look like it's a holiday meal, a sit down family meal. And sometimes that's really difficult to do. Either the Sims eat too early and they just start grabbing food off the table because they're hungry, or you have issues where they're not all sitting together and it's like grandma's outside on the patio eating and all the rest of the family's inside, or you have like grandma on the patio and then like dad upstairs or something eating on the bed. I don't know. It just becomes a mess. So that's what is a problem, I feel like, but I don't know if they can necessarily really fix that per se. But hopefully we will have a time where it will be fixed at some point. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if they can ever really fix it. Like I said, it may just be in the game and we just have to live with it, which is really, really sad for me. But then just doing the kitchen here, and I actually did not like how the kitchen came out. After I did this, I didn't really like how it came out, so I redid it. And I did show a little bit of that on camera, so I kind of like created a new wall and just put in some different like configuration to the kitchen just so it could fit in a little table that they could sit at and eat, because I feel like that's kind of important to have a little breakfast nook in your kitchen, especially when you have like big huge formal dining tables and everything and you have like lots of seating. It might be nice to have that little area where people can just grab something and just sit and eat. So I ended up, like I said, not really liking the configuration of this kitchen, and I just kind of changed it around a little bit. I always like to add like a little coffee nook area, because I feel like the coffee makers that came with Get Together are just super fun. They're like little barista coffee makers, and I just feel like where this family is pretty wealthy, they probably would have something like that. An area where you can make like a nice coffee from a coffee shop that you would normally go to spend money. I feel like they would just have that at home, so they don't have to go out to a coffee shop. So my vision for this home particular is like a up and coming actor or actress, and they have a spouse that's pretty wealthy as well, and I just feel like they're trying to make it together, and they just have a they're a celebrity at this point, because I feel like that's how they can afford this home, is they are a celebrity at this point. But this is like the house that they've envisioned since they were like an up and coming actor or actress, and just really trying to strive to be in this home. That's my vision for this family. But also I like to personalize things a little bit more. So like when they have awards, or like they get little accolades, or they have kids that are doing like school projects and things like that, that's when I start decorating. Like I leave some room so that I can put like tables so that they can show off their children's work, and have them do like little art projects and things like that they can show off in the home. That's where I really like to kind of decorate. So that's why I do leave some room for that, because I feel like that just adds a little bit more to my gameplay. And I also put like empty picture frames on the wall so that you can have like family photos, or like take little photos of like toddlers or children, and put those up, like your kids, and just put those up as well, because I just feel like it adds the home. And then when those toddlers or the babies like age up, it's kind of like you have these baby photos of them in the home, which just makes it, I don't know, a little bit more special, I feel like. So that's why I like to kind of leave a little bit of room for that. And then I also like to, just leave room for, the parents, if they have like awards or things that they win through their career, they can display those as well. I was really disappointed. I think I might on my own, because I do want to have this home have an office. I think I may just like add that somewhere. So I will try to, upload that as well, just like adding an office in as well on the gallery in The Sims. Just put like a little bit of an office in somewhere. I don't know. I'll try to fit it in somewhere. I did have to extend the bedroom upstairs as I was going, because I really was thinking that the bedroom upstairs would be like one of the bedrooms is a shared room between like a toddler and an infant. And so they have like this little play area, and I really need to kind of expand the room so that way they had enough room for them to be able to like play and do all of that. So I did extended a little bit over the garage. So it does look a little bit different in the screenshots at the end, the outside at least, but I had to do that because I was just running out of room, and I really wanted to put like a ton of toys, and I wanted to put in a playhouse that they can play in. I did want to put in the little tent that came with one of the packs that they can like kind of play and have like imaginative play in the tent, but it just didn't work and it didn't look right. You'll see me struggling a little bit with that. But right now we are doing the living area, which I just feel like, I don't know, it's more of like a common living area. Like I said, my vision for this house was to have like another like formal living area, but I don't have that room. And I just do like to have a lot more space outside than inside for Sims, because I do like them to like go outside and like play and do a bunch of things outside. I just think that that's, my gameplay. That's what I like to do, especially in the summertime. And like I said, this is like kind of like a more warmer weather climate world. So I think that their playtime outside will be a little bit more than their playtime inside. So I just feel like, that's what I tried to do, is make the outside super lush and inviting, and, where your Sims would want to be outside all day. So that's what I did. And then just kind of adding in some like decorative items as well. And I did put in the little gaming table just because I just really like that Sims can now like do puzzles with, their parents or their grandparents or whatever. And I just think that that's such a fun and cool aspect to the game. So I did put in one one of those gaming tables in a minute, but it does kind of stick out a little bit just because I don't know if necessarily you'd have something like this, but I tried to make it pretty elegant. So I chose like white colors and just like something that would blend in a little bit more. So lighter colors that would kind of blend in with like the lighter sofa and stuff like that. So I chose the white table as like pure white table because all the other colors were just like really like would stick out. So it was like bright green or like bright blue. It would just kind of stick out. So I just figured, hey, I'd put this like little table in the back. No one would probably know that it's there. It's not like a big issue. But I do like that aspect of the game that you can have your Sims, you know, do puzzles, because that's what I like doing when I grew up. I would always do puzzles with my mom, and it was just so much fun. And so I really like that they added that. So, and then just adding in the little breakfast table. And as you can see here, I kind of changed around the kitchen a little bit. Everything's basically the same. I just kind of shifted everything just to make room for, you know, this little table area, because it just looks a little bit better, I feel like, when you kind of cut the living room off a tiny bit. I really wanted them to be connected, but I just feel like it kind of loses the space a little bit, and you can't add some more countertops and some more counter spaces for them to be able to, you know, make food and do all of that. So, and I was just trying to alt move these counters so that way there it wasn't like too far close to the other counters and the fridge, but it was far enough away where a Sim can stand and, you know, make dinner or something like that. So that's what I was trying to do there. I was trying to see like if I could change around the table or change around the chairs a little bit. And I'm not sure if I went with this table. I may have, just because of the darker colors. I just think it's kind of fun on the contrast of the lighter wood for the countertops. And then I was really struggling because I do have a lot of mods in my game. Not a lot, but I do have a lot of like clutter items in my game from mods. And I was really struggling not to put those in there just because, I don't know, I was just missing those mod features, like the teapot. I have a different teapot. I have one that's more modern, and I really wanted to put something like that in the game, but mods just kind of, you know, mess up the uploading to the gallery. It's just a little bit more hidden, and I just really wanted to be able to upload this and people to be able to find it if you did want to use it at all. So that's why I was trying to stay away from my mods. But I think if I played this on my own and I played with my own family, I probably would put in some of my mod kitchen items and some of my mod like clutter items as well, just because they're just a little bit different. It's something like I don't, you know, that's not in the game, and it's not created by Maxis. So I just really thought that, you know, putting those in, I really like them, and especially the modern teapot. That's like my favorite item. So, and then also just adding in some, you know, brick walling kind of exposed, I guess it's like big bricks that I was trying to do for the living room. And then also I was struggling with whether to make this kind of a hallway or just keep it all the way open. And I ended up just going with a hallway just because I did like how it was kind of separated, and you have that little area where you can come in and either go to the living room or you can go to the kitchen, but then also the living room and kitchen are connected. So it just makes more room for Sims to get around. And then we're moving upstairs to the daughter's room. I figured this would be probably a teen daughter or like a preteen daughter that is just really wanting her space. She doesn't want to be near a whole bunch of people. She kind of goes up to her room right after school and just kind of hangs out. She has like a computer that she can either play games on or, you know, whatever she needs to do, homework or study. And then also, you know, just adding in those, I really like those clutter items from the home decorating pack. So they're like little cubbies, and you have books and stuff in them, and if you change the colors of them, there is like another option of different items in one of them. So I just kind of made one full of books, and the other one I think was like books and like some toys at the bottom. And I don't know, just to change it up a little bit, because the books are exactly the same. It doesn't matter what color you choose, which I kind of wish they had changed the color pattern a little bit if you changed it, just because it would make it a little bit more of a variety, and it wouldn't be the same books. So, and then I was just adding in this like color palette board because I feel like maybe she's really aspiring to be an interior designer or something. And also Sorry, there is a truck going by my house. I do apologize for that. But I was thinking maybe she would be a, interior designer or aspiring to be an interior designer or something like that. So I just figured putting that board on the wall might be a good thing. And then also putting that little college whiteboard on the wall as well. And they can use, the dry erase markers and kind of like mark off the calendar. I don't know. Or like put little notes on there. You have practice on this day or whatever. I don't know. And then just adding in some bookshelves. And I thought the bookshelves would connect, but they don't, unless maybe I have it on like kind of a weird, spacing issue, and maybe that's why they're not connecting. I'm not really sure. And then adding in this really nice, I guess it's called like a Alexa or something. Sorry if I put anyone's Alexa and had it go off, but that's what it is. But it's like a sim one, so they can like kind of talk to it, turn on music or whatever. And then also, here is where I'm just kind of changing the color palettes around a little bit so that it's different items in the bookshelves. And then also, I always like to put a light above the wardrobe area, like the closet, just because it just illuminates the closet a little bit more, and I think they can see it a little bit better. And I just try to like put a lot more lighting around the room so that way there the Sims, it's really nice and bright in there as well if you're playing, so it's not super dark and the Sims can see. So that's what I did here. And then just putting in some curtains as well. And I was like, why not have like different curtains, because usually I always put the same curtain on each window, but I was like, this time maybe she would want like this really regular curtain over here, and then she just wants like a pull down curtain on the other one. So that's what I did there. And then just adding in some flowers as well. And then here we are doing the children's room, so like the toddler and the infant, and so I feel like they would share a room. And then when the teen or the preteen move out, because they'll be going to college probably, or just going off and doing their own thing, then we can kind of have them separate. But right now I was just adding in the playroom because I was like, oh my gosh, this playroom is not big enough. Not like they really need a huge playroom, but I just feel like that's a little bit more realistic. So I ended up putting in a playroom and just extending the wall out just a tiny bit, so that way there they would have a nice big area where they can have lots of toys and lots of things, because where I was putting in the little playhouse, it just was really, really like close to everything. And so I was like, this isn't really going to be a huge enough space for like the toddler to be able to play and then the infant to be able to play as well. So I just added in just a bigger area for them. I love this carpet. I love it so much. This little area rug, it's my favorite. There's all kinds of different designs in it. I chose the one with the little mountains on it because I just feel like it went with the color scheme of the room a little bit more. And then, some trees over here with the little bunnies underneath the trees. And then I was just putting in like a infant, diaper station or like towel station or whatever, so that way there the parent has an area where they can just kind of grab a diaper real quick if the baby needs changing or whatever. And then just putting in some books as well, so that way there you can read to your toddler, make sure that they are here in this little play area, and the infant can listen to. I just think this is really cute, and it's a really good aspect to the game as well. And then just adding in the little toddler chair, because I have seen toddlers sit on it, so I know that they can do that. And then putting in like a little cat light over here as well, and also just putting in some curtains over here. But you guys, we are almost at the end of the video. Please stay tuned to the very end so you can see the screenshots. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you all very soon.